Steak, just the word evokes feelings of anticipation and satisfaction. It's a dish that transcends cultures and generations, a culinary symbol of celebration and indulgence. Whether it's a casual backyard barbecue or a fancy dinner party, a perfectly cooked steak is sure to impress. The beauty of steak lies in its simplicity. A high-quality cut of meat, seasoned with care and cooked to perfection, requires minimal fuss. The real magic happens when the heat interacts with the meat's natural flavors, creating a symphony of taste and texture that is hard to resist. But achieving steak perfection requires an understanding of the fundamentals. From selecting the right cut to mastering the cooking techniques, each step plays a crucial role in the final outcome. Let's embark on a culinary journey to demystify the art of cooking the perfect steak. Get ready to impress yourself and your guests with your newfound steak mastery. Walking into a butcher shop or staring at the meat aisle can feel overwhelming with the array of steak options. Don't fret. Understanding a few key factors will guide you to the perfect cut for your needs. First, consider the cut itself. Popular choices include the tender and flavorful ribeye, known for its rich marbling. The strip steak, also known as New York strip, offers a robust, beefy flavor with a firm texture. Filet mignon, the tenderest cut, melts in your mouth but has a milder flavor. Next, examine the marbling, those thin, white lines of fat running through the meat. Marbling is key to a juicy and flavorful steak. Look for cuts with good marbling distributed throughout. Finally, don't be afraid to ask your butcher for recommendations. They can guide you towards the best cut based on your preferred cooking method and desired level of doneness. Seasoning might seem simple, but it's where you can truly enhance the steak's natural flavors. The golden rule: keep it simple. Salt and freshly ground black pepper are your best friends. Generously season both sides of the steak just before cooking. The salt draws out moisture and creates a flavorful crust, while the pepper adds a touch of spice. For added depth, consider a dry rub. Experiment with garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, or dried herbs. Pat the rub evenly onto the steak and let it sit at room temperature for 30 minutes before cooking. Marinating is another fantastic way to infuse flavor. Create a simple marinade with olive oil, vinegar, herbs, and spices. Submerge the steak in the marinade and refrigerate for at least 4 hours or even overnight for maximum flavor penetration. Now for the main event, cooking your steak. We'll focus on 3 popular methods: grilling, pan-searing, and broiling. Grilling. The smoky aroma and characteristic grill marks make grilling a favorite. Heat your gas or charcoal grill to high heat. Sear the steak for 2 to 3 minutes per side to create a crust, then move it to a cooler part of the grill to finish cooking to your desired doneness. Pan-searing. This method delivers a restaurant-quality sear. Heat a heavy-bottomed skillet over high heat until it's smoking hot. Add oil with a high smoke point, like avocado or grapeseed oil, and carefully place the steak in the pan. Sear for 2 to 3 minutes per side, then reduce the heat and continue cooking to your liking. Broiling. This technique uses direct high heat from your oven's broiler. Preheat your broiler and position the steak on a broiler pan. Broil for 4 to 6 minutes per side, depending on the thickness of the steak and desired doneness. Knowing when your steak is cooked perfectly is crucial. Overcooked steak is dry and tough, while undercooked steak might not be to everyone's liking. The touch test is a reliable way to gauge doneness without cutting into the meat. Using your index finger, gently press the center of the steak. Compare the firmness to the fleshy part of your hand below your thumb. Rare feels soft and gives easily, like the area below your thumb when your hand is relaxed. Medium rare is slightly springy, similar to the same area when you lightly press your thumb and index finger together. Medium offers more resistance, like the same area when you firmly press your thumb and middle finger together. Medium well is firm to the touch, similar to the area when you press your thumb and ring finger together. Well done is very firm, like the area when you press your thumb and pinky finger together. Section 6. The art of rest. Letting your steak relax. You've cooked your steak to perfection, but don't rush to slice it just yet. Resting the steak is crucial for a juicy and flavorful result. During cooking, the muscle fibers in the steak tighten and push juices to the center. Resting allows the fibers to relax, redistributing the juices evenly throughout the meat. Transfer the cooked steak to a plate, tent it loosely with aluminum foil, and let it rest for 5 to 10 minutes before slicing. This simple step makes a world of difference in the steak's tenderness and juiciness. Section 7. Side dish sensations. Perfect pairings for your steak. A delicious steak deserves equally enticing side dishes. The possibilities are endless, but here are a few classic pairings. Roasted vegetables, asparagus, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and root vegetables like potatoes and carrots develop a delicious caramelization when roasted, complementing the rich flavor of the steak. Mashed potatoes. Creamy and comforting mashed potatoes are a classic steakhouse side dish that never disappoints. Salad. A fresh salad with a vinaigrette dressing provides a refreshing contrast to the richness of the steak. Mac and cheese. Indulge in the ultimate comfort food pairing. The creamy, cheesy goodness of mac and cheese is a match made in heaven for a juicy steak. Section 8. Garnishing glory, elevating your steak presentation. Garnishing might seem like an afterthought, but it adds a touch of elegance and elevates the visual appeal of your steak. Fresh herbs, sprigs of rosemary, thyme or parsley add a pop of color and aroma. Compound butter. Elevate your steak with a pat of flavored butter. Popular choices include garlic herb butter, blue cheese butter or sun-dried tomato butter. Crispy fried onions. The crunchy texture and savory flavor of crispy fried onions provide a delightful contrast to the tender steak. Section 9. Conclusion. Enjoy your steak masterpiece? Congratulations. You've mastered the art of cooking the perfect steak. From selecting the right cut to mastering the cooking techniques, you now possess the knowledge and skills to impress yourself and your guests with your culinary prowess. Remember, cooking is a journey of exploration. Don't be afraid to experiment with different cuts, seasonings, and cooking methods to discover your personal preferences. And most importantly, relax, enjoy the process, and savor the fruits of your labor. Bon appétit.